What's up, y'all? It's me, Jerome. What's going on? Whew, I'm lit today, y'all. I just came back from a little gathering. We played some spades. I lost a hand or two, but I had fun. So that's all that matters. I've been thinking about this video for a minute. It's of course something that happened to me a while back. And it dawned on me today when I was at the spades gathering, get together, kickback, something like that. And I don't know what to name this, so I'm gonna talk about it, and then we'll come up with a title. So, how can I start this? It's an instance that happened to me three times. The first instance was, now that I think about it, it happened to me 4 times, but I don't count that 4th time because I was young. But if y'all want to know, we'll talk about that later. The first instance happened to me 9 years ago. The second instance happened to me a year ago. And the third instance happened to me, when was that? It was still hot outside. We'll say 6 months ago. Yeah, 6 months ago. Yeah. And the instance that happened is married men who are sorry as fuck. Yeah, I said it. It happened to me. So all the stories are similar, but I'm gonna just focus on one. Which one I want to focus on? I'm gonna do number one. Not the number one from years ago, but the number one I told y'all that happened to me 9 years ago. Basically, in a nutshell, I met this cool guy. He hit me up in my DMs. Pretty dope. Nice and easy on the eyes. And he was just perfect in the outside shell. And then as time went on, he was perfect in the inside from what I knew. And so at this time, let me see, this was 9 years ago. I just moved to Atlanta. So yeah, I was moving to Atlanta and I was trying to get like I'm not gonna say a fresh start, but at that time I was 9 years younger and I was like, man, I really wanna, be settled down and blase. Y'all know how that story go when you talk to your good friends and so on and so forth. And so I was like, I need to change my ways. I need to focus on this matter. Anyway, I need to focus on this matter. And so that's what I thought was the right thing to do. So anyway, this guy, he was just, he's persistent in my DMs and I was responding to him back. I respond back, he gave a compliment. I gave one too. He asked me how I'm doing. I asked him how he doing. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. What's up? And that what's up is a little picture. But anyway, met the guy and when I met him, he came over to the apartment I was staying at downtown at the moment. And I had this rule where I didn't like guys in my space too soon, which I guess I've always been like that because I'm like that now from the previous videos we talked about. But anyway, he came over, but we sat in like the common area where the gazebo was at. It's really dope. It was a cool little ambiance. And so, we got to know each other. We did that twice. Let's just say he did that like on a Thursday and then he came back and did it again like on a Sunday or something like that, evening time. And it was real cool, real dope. After we had that time, spent, we went out on a date and it was dope. He would call me constantly. Y'all know how it is when you meet somebody. Y'all know how it is. Ugh, too much liquor in my system. When you meet somebody and, you get those calls every day, those good morning texts, how you doing, just all that good stuff. The introduction to a nigga. Wait a minute, I ain't even supposed to be like that. Because he married. But anyway, everything was going well. And then, I invited him to my home and I never been to his home because where he lived at the time, I was working towards that area and there was nothing wrong with the job. I loved that job I was working at. But the thing was, it took quite a while to get there. And it wasn't more so the distance. It was more so the damn traffic. And so when I left from that area, it was like, I am not going back down there again. I'm like, we got to do stuff in the city or on the west side, the east side, or up north. I ain't going back south. And so he stayed on the south side, outside of Atlanta. And so I did go to his house, but that was like later on. But anyway, nonetheless, he was just so perfect. And my friends liked him. He liked my friends, and everything was just meshing well. And he was that go-to guy for any and everything. Anyway, long story short, I did my research. I wanted to figure out who his friends were, who we liked. Not who we like, but who his friends were, who we have similar friends with, so on and so forth, and whatever the case may be. And I know I should have did this earlier, but I don't really be doing research and stuff like that. You know how you listen to coworkers and friends and stuff. And I was like, let me do my little investigation. I kept seeing this one constant guy on his Facebook. And I was just like, damn, they've been together for a long time. But then I noticed that the pictures would stop, and then they would come back. They would stop, they would come back. Mind y'all, at this juncture, he and I probably have been seeing each other probably for like 2 months, maybe 3. And it just was what it was. We wouldn't even consider ourselves boyfriends or nothing like that. We were just cool. And when I say cool, it was like, I got you. You got me. We cool. You know what I'm saying? We doing our situation, but we know that we good. And it was like that, and I liked the vibe. It was cool. And I think I liked the vibe because, I don't know, was I in school? No, I wasn't in school. No, I wasn't in school. I was just chilling. Yeah, because I thought, now that was somebody else I was in grad school with. But anyway, nevertheless, I liked the vibe. It was cool. No titles, it was cool. And it was different for me because normally I was the type of person where I go head in first. I talk to you on the phone. I look at you. I like you. We together. But it was a different vibe for him. So I'm just like, oh, this is dope. Anyway, long story short, I questioned him and I asked him about the situation. He was like, I need to talk to you about something. So I was like, okay, what you got to talk to me about? So I think we had this conversation over the phone, or did we have this on FaceTime? It was one or the other. And I want to say FaceTime. That's why I want to say No, I know what it was. He came to me after he got off work. And instead of him going up, he asked me, could I come down to the parking garage? So we had the conversation at his car. And basically, in a nutshell, he told me that he's married. And he has been married for a few years. And the person that I seen on his Facebook page is the husband, or wife-been, or whatever you want to call it. And those were pictures when they were dating. So it took me back, y'all. Because I was like, I'll be honest, I was heartbroken. I was really heartbroken. Because here I am enjoying the company of somebody else's man. And this man belongs to somebody else. And what really pissed me off about the situation is that we shared so much together and we were intimate. It really bothered me and it hurt me. And it hurt me because those were the shoes that I wanted to fulfill. And so that's that. Now, this is where it gets a little dirty at. Now, mind you, we done did everything under the sun. I done found out you're married. I'm calling it off. You don't want to call it off. You want to still have your cake and eat it too. Y'all, so many things ran through my head, I didn't even know which way I was going or coming. It was crazy. Long story short, I end up running into the husband. Let me clear this up right quick. The reason why I say that is because when I seen the pictures, I did ask him some questions because I wanted to get probing questions on why he's doing what he's doing. The gentleman that he is sharing his life with and committed to is a bit feminine. And I hate the terms of gender identification, like masculine, feminine, and all that stuff like that. It just is what it is. With me, guys would ask me, am I masculine or am I feminine? I hate asking that question or answering that question. And one reason is because, I'm a guy. I know I do some guy things, but I know I probably do some feminine things from, how other people view me. So that's why I don't like to answer that question. I'm like, I'm just me. I'm just Jerome. That's all to it. But if you put me and his husband side by side, I mean, you will see clearly that he's more feminine. You know, he wears the buns, the purses, the feminine clothes, and so on and so forth, which is nothing is wrong with it. It's fine. But my thing is that I'm not even your type. But he told me I am his type, and I'm who he's supposed to be with. And that's some bullshit. You sit up here wasting somebody else's life and living a fucking lullaby, and you talking about I'm your type and I'm who you're supposed to be with? Crazy. Anyway, I don't lost my damn train of thought, so I'm just gonna keep going with what I got. I ran into the husband or the wife been a few times, and I wanted to say something. I really did. I just didn't know how to approach it. But then I was thinking, we're grown. There's no need to say anything. Because I remember my mama told me a long time ago, you ain't got to tell no woman or no man what their husband or wife is doing. Because at the end of the day, they already know. The situation happened before marriage or at the beginning of their marriage, and they're tolerating it. They may approach it or come to you, or not come to you, or act when you come to them like they didn't know what was going on. Or, not my spouse, not my significant other. Oh, they don't do that. They want to get all the details. They want to get all the facts or the opinions. And then at the end of the day, they're going to focus on one thing. It's going to be the dumbest thing. Been in a situation like that before with a good friend of mine where, you know, we knew that that motherfucker was cheating. The man hit every damn point down the line except one thing. And one thing was about driving the man's car. Oh, my man don't let nobody drive his car. He lying about everything. Well, what about the damn dick size? What about when he ain't coming home from work? What about the shopping bags? What about all the other shit the man talked about? What about the damn birthmark? What about the way he fucking walked? Like, damn. Only thing you picked up was he didn't let nobody drive the car. Because the shit ain't new. That's why. That's the name of the fucking title. Ain't new. A motherfucker who cheats and the spouses that stay with them, ain't no need to tell them. Because if you tell them, guess what? It ain't new. They already knew from the jump that they man or woman was a fucking dog. Already knew. Rough motherfucking rough. Anyway, back to the story. So, I don't even know how to start from the story. Anyway, as we're continuing on with just conversing, stopped, you know, with everything that we were doing because everything was wrong. And I'm just getting down to the nitty gritty of it because I'm like, shit, I don't want to give it another nigga. I need to ask the right questions because I don't want to get with another nigga and then I'm in the same situation again. So I need to figure out what's the deal, you know, because typically I know that what I've done in the past, I used to date the same type of guys. But now I'm not dating the same type of guys. My spectrum of guys are more open now. And so I'm noticing that, you know, various guys that I do date, they're all different in their own special way. And I like that. I really do like that. But anyway, he told me that I'm his type. I'm the one he's supposed to be with, which was some bullshit, this, that, and the other. This man went so far, y'all, when we did go out in the past, he would take pictures with me, hang out with my friends. I think he even told one of my friends that I'm trying to be your friend dude. I mean, I'm trying to be Jerome dude, but you know, he ain't acting right. He being funny acting. Nah, I don't want to be a dude because I just like the vibe. And it was kind of cute he was saying it because I was like, that boy, he don't want to be with me, which I knew he did because, you know, we went out with my friends and so on and so forth. We used to take pictures together and everything. But it just didn't work out. It was just crazy. But anyway, it's some bullshit. It just ain't new. I can't tell y'all this. I had got into a car accident probably a year and a half. No, 2 years after I moved to Atlanta. I got into a car accident. And got into a car accident and I was dealing with two guys at the time. One of them, I knew them for a while and we was cool. And another guy had met him like at a club and he was pretty dope or whatever. He wasn't pretty dope. He was just cool from the outside. I called both of them dudes. Nobody ain't pick up the phone because I was just in a situation and I was just like, oh, the accident. And so I was like, oh, let me call the married guy. You know, this after the fact, I knew he was married. Do you not know this dude was in the middle of doing something for somebody? Stopped what he was doing. Came to me at the accident scene, y'all. Got in the car with him. we went to the place where, you know, they take your car when your car is all beat up or whatever. Ooh, I don't know nothing about nothing. And we went there, got the stuff out my car. He had checked out the car, giving his opinion and so on and so forth. And then after that, I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and go home, ready to go home. And he was like, no, you need to go to the hospital because you just got into a car accident and you need to have this document. And I was like, I don't go to no hospital. I don't want to sit there and wait. He's like, okay, well, at least let me take you to an acute care. And so we went to the acute care. Cool. After I got through with the acute care, he was like, have you ate anything? And I was like, nah, I'm good. No, we finna stop. We finna get you something to eat. Y'all took me to the fast food joint, just got me some stuff. Just got bullshit, really. Got some bullshit. After he got the bullshit, we went back to the CVS because, you know, I went to the acute care. They gave me some medication for my pains that I was gonna have tomorrow, which I did because it knocked me out for a minute. Like, the pain was crazy after the accident. And he got my medication, picked it up for me or whatever. We came back to the house and he was just like, you good? And I was like, dude, you somebody else's. I didn't tell him that, but I just looked at him and was like, yes, I'm good, I'm fine. And so he left, but after he left, he constantly kept checking on me, but we don't have no connections like this. We didn't have no connection like that. We was getting out of that stage. But what really just made me really mad was like, wow, this is a married guy. And just look how he's acting and how he's reacting. And I'm like, wow, I want this. But the problem is I can't have it because he's somebody else's. And the person that he's with, they already know about the situation. I don't know if they know about he and I, but they know what type of man that they dealing with. He ain't new. Ain't no situation new. They already knew about the situation before they started. But anyway, yeah, that was that. That was one situation that just really bothered the hell out of me. And the other two situations that happened to me, I said, a year ago and 6 months ago. Same thing, you know, met the guys, found out they was married. Let me see, gentleman 2 dropped into my DMs and just wanted to be my friend. But then pulled a fast one on me. So that was done and over with. Which his ass still called from time to time, bugging the hell out of me, want to go to fucking breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And called me while he on the way to work and at work. That's why all that shit gets started. These niggas get these cell phones, they get these social media accounts, and then they start doing random shit. You know, call the spouse that you with. Call your husband. Send your husband nice messages. Do something fun and spontaneous. I don't know. Maybe I got to drop down in the comments. Maybe it gets dull after a while. I don't know. But in those instances, it's like, gosh, those marriages are fresh. And y'all already running out of stuff to do. Like the enthuse is gone. The lust is gone. I don't know. I ain't never been married, so I don't know. I just know how I am in a relationship. I just think I'd be perfect for as a husband. And then the other guy, 6 months ago, I known him since I was like, ugh, before I moved to Atlanta. Basically, we used to just go out on dates from time to time. And I woke up one morning and looked on Facebook, and this nigga talking about some happy anniversary to my husband. This been the best 2 years of my life. And I'm like, huh? And I'm looking at my damn messages, and the nigga just sent me his dick picture 2 weeks ago. And then I went to Sam's with my mama. He had to tell my mother-in-law. I said, hey, and the whole time you been fucking married. Then had the nerve to tell me that I thought you knew I was married. How? Oh, I just thought you knew. Again, here we go. Underline messages. You're not saying nothing. You assuming something, but I'm supposed to know. The black man is supposed to know. Crazy. And then what else happened? Oh yeah, then he gonna tell me, this is still number 3. Talking about I thought you didn't like me because you didn't sleep with me. Lord, the minute you don't fuck a nigga, that means that you don't like them. So I guess the moral of the story is, if you like somebody, fuck them. I guess the Steve Harvey book ain't supposed to work, huh? Crazy. Anyway, this ain't new. This shit ain't new. That's the name of this title. Crazy, right? Drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think of this video. Share the video. And I want to know what everybody got to think about this. Have y'all been in a situation like this before? Or what would y'all do if y'all was in that situation? And just to update, I don't talk to none of them no more. I don't talk to none of them no more, except the guy from a year ago. He sent me text message, asked me for lunch, and I'd be like, I'll think about it. Nah, not today or whatever. He just keep trying. It's very persistent. It's like if I could get something out of all of these guys, except the marriage part, and put them together, oh, build a nigga. That'd be dope. I'm stupid. Anyway, I'm finna go. I need to get out of these clothes. I need to shave and shower and everything else because I gotta go to work in the morning. But anyway, I will talk to y'all soon. It's me, Jerome. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.